Got some new parts in today. It's my new back window glass. I got the tinted glass. Looks really good. Came in a much smaller package than I thought for window glass, but did pretty good. Lily Auto Glass out of California. Came real fast. Looks like it'll be all right. We also got some parts from Amazon. Got some big box of fuses, fuel filter, window scraper to help install the window, some transmission slip stuff from Lucas, spark plugs. I think that's goo gone. Whatever. Some sealant for the back window glass, and that's some little wire brushes to help clean off some rust and stuff. I don't have everything, but I got a lot. I don't think I'll be able to get it in today, but I can at least do some other things while I'm here. I've also bought some new door handles that should go on here. Hopefully they'll just attach right inside. I'll clean all this up, make it look a lot better. I've got a new fuel tank, fuel sending unit, throttle body rebuild kit, all coming on the way with a new fuel pressure regulator spring. It's a stock spring. I'm not going to do anything crazy to it, but I'm going to get it rebuilt, and hopefully that will help with some of the hard start and some of the other issues that I've got going on with it. I've got a new TV cable that I ordered off of eBay. We'll get that installed and get the throttle body rebuilt, so that way it'll be all right. I'm sure you probably see this empty spot right here on the throttle, and just looking around for a second, I noticed that the cable for the cruise control is right here, and I don't know why it's down here, but it is. So I'll probably put that back on and get this installed back over there where it's supposed to go. And that could be part of the issues with what's going on with this throttle, is that somebody's got this installed incorrectly. I think that this throttle cable is supposed to go here, and then this cruise control cable is supposed to go up top where the throttle cable currently is. I don't think that's actually installed properly, which could also be part of the running, sputtering, stopping that's causing this thing to go bad. But I'll have to look at some diagrams and make sure that I got that correct. Took the air cleaner off because I just wanted to start kind of looking around and eyeballing a couple things, and I noticed right back here is number 1 plug wire completely coming through the cable, and then I think that's number 2, no, 8, because I think it's 1, 8 and just goes around like that. But number 8's starting to look pretty bad. Those are not looking too happy either. I didn't see anything rubbing on it back there, so that may have been an animal getting after them. But there are plug wires in the truck. I may ohm them out to make sure that they're good. See if that's all right. There's a disturbing amount of wire ties underneath this thing. We'll have to splice those all back together correctly, because that goes to the injectors for the throttle body. So that's awesome. I guess he didn't want to fix it right. I don't know. I also got a new throttle position sensor, idle air control valve coming. Just going to go ahead and mess with those. I don't know about my mass airflow over here, but the vacuum line seems shockingly good. I guess I'll check the oil now, make sure it even has something, since this will be the first time I've looked at it. Oh yeah, there's a one there. A little dark, but it's full, so that's always a good sign. I need to address all this whenever I rebuild the throttle body and figure out what's going on here with the power going to that relay bar there. I've got to use one of those wire wheels and clean it up, get it happy. But it'll all clean up and everything will get fixed. I need to see what's going on with that. He's got a piece of wood and baling wire. You gotta love old farmers. They just make it work and until they get home, and then it never actually gets fixed. Ask me about my fence. Anyway, it'll all get sorted out. We'll all get it fixed, get it running good. Once we get it running good, we can start driving it. So I grabbed the extra spark plug wires out of the back and immediately noticed there's something wrong with that one. But then I pulled out the bag. Come on. And found this wonderful nest of dirt daubers that had just built up all over it and already, I guess, tore up some of that wire. So using these is probably not going to happen, and I may see if I can find number 1 in here and see if it's okay, and just replace number 1 and number 8, the ones that look the worst, see if it'll work. So I pulled out the number 1 spark plug just to check it, since the wire was so chewed up, and it actually doesn't look too bad. This is, I think, the newer version with like the black oxide coating, but it wasn't too bad. But with all this rust here on the outside, I went ahead and put a new one that I had in. I did replace that wire. That one only had a little bit of stuff coming through the shielding there, and then number 8, I also replaced it with what I thought was the best wire. The rest are pretty terrible. I went ahead and taped up this because this was just wide open, and that's power, and you know that'd be bad. So I'm going to start it up and see if it runs any better. It might. I hope so, and we'll go from there. One of the reasons I'm going ahead and replacing the entire fuel system was because the guy said he wasn't sure this vent was working, and I've kind of confirmed some of that. So let me see if it'll do it this time. Yeah, it's definitely building up pressure or vacuum or something when it just sits here, even when it's idling or just not even starting up, because I haven't started this thing pretty much since I got it, and you can hear that that's doing it. So I've got a new gas cap, new fuel tank, all the other good stuff coming, and so hopefully that'll fix that problem. Man, you can hear those motors going. Sounds like they work though. I just saw for the first time my battery gauge move there. Finally just went up, but if that's right, we don't have nearly enough voltage to start it. Got the keys to the trusty old Toyota. We'll get this over there, see if we can jump start it, so that way we can see if our stuff has done anything different. Got the battery cables hooked up, and we'll see if we'll try to start again. There she goes. It's not too happy. Man, got a bad exhaust leak, I can smell it. Not quite idling right. That could be a vacuum problem or something, but I have faith if I rebuild it, it'll be alright. Well, y'all heard it. It ran. I proved it. But it's not great. I'm pretty sure it's still going to be fuel related. Or maybe even vacuum lines somewhere, because there's a bunch of stuff. There's the heater thing on the bottom of this for the flap is gone. This one over here is missing. I might be able to try to open up that throttle up. It may be trying to starve itself of air. But when I snap the throttle and try to rev it up, it revs up just fine, and it idles even higher, and that's fine. But when it comes back down, it almost dies. And so that to me screams either a fuel or an air problem. It's not vibrating like it's missing, or if it is, it's barely missing on maybe one. So it looked like that cap back there obviously isn't factory because it's bright blue. So that's probably new, but I don't know about the rotor underneath or anything like that. So I'm gonna probably get new plug wires since I've got a mismatched set now. Go ahead and replace all the spark plugs in it and get that happy. I did notice a very bad whine, and I think it's coming from the belt tensioner right here. So I can get a new one of those, and it does look like it is leaking a little bit of coolant, but it looks like it's right here in the valley right there on the intake, so I may have to reseal the intake up. I was going to replace this heater hose anyway, and that filler and that neck and the thermostat and all the other good stuff. So I got a lot of work ahead of me. I just got to get all the parts and everything and get everything coming, including a new reservoir tank, because it's completely missing the cap, so there's no reason to even fill it with coolant. However, I did notice in here the coolant was bright green. I didn't see anything flowing, so that means he hasn't put Dexcool in it, which is great. So we'll just keep it green conventional and be happy with it, and we'll continue on just one little thing at a time.